Yeah, Chris went to the doctor after last weekend's opening event. They x-rayed his arm. It was not broke, but it has given him a lot of problems throughout this week. He's in a lot of pain, so I think Chris is out there more to just stay in the points chase, earn as many points as he can, and as the tour progresses, his arm will heal and he'll be back on track.
And Larry, if you ask any racer, they talk about the hole shot. That's the key to winning, but here it's a little bit different. You have to have a little bit of luck, and down the line, it takes some negotiation.
Yes, it does. We've got a very tight course this weekend, and what we've seen is that the leaders catch the back of the pack within the first couple of laps. Then it's a matter of working the traffic, trying to get around the lap riders. The officials are out there waving the lap flags, but there's a lot going on. It's hard to tell when the leaders are coming up on you, so that's the key, working the traffic the best. If you do it well, you're on top.
So Victor Sheldon, Chris Bichetti, and Jeff Jacobs, if they get out in front, they're going to be racing amongst themselves, and they're going to try to be negotiating around the lap riders. Very tight and exciting racing coming up. It is the men's Pro Modified. 16 of the fastest riders in the world, 10 laps, and on the far side, that would be considered the pole position for this left-hand first turn are the fastest riders. And a good jump, boat number 3, Victor Sheldon, into the outside, boat number 5, Harry Goatcher, but look at Jeff Jacobs.
Unbelievable. He just blew by Victor Sheldon, just flat-out out-horsepowered him going to the first turn.
Smooth water, tight course, out in front, way out in front is Jeff Jacobs, 19 years old, the 4-time world champion, and the battle right now shaping up to be for second. It is Harry Goatcher, boat number 5 out of Las Vegas, Nevada. The 21-year-old is going to try to hold off Victor Sheldon.
Harry Goatcher reaches up and throws his goggles away. He figures he's not going to be in too much spray here for the rest of the race. That's good. That shows some confidence. It's good to see Harry up there. He's had a little rough going earlier in the season. In fact, this morning he finished a very disappointing 14th place in the Superstock race.
But he is consistent enough out of Long Beach, 4th overall, and he hopes to maintain that or move up right now in the standings, the overall standings. $200,000 in prize money for this 10-race tour. Race number 2 on this man-made lake in Northern California. Harry Goatcher, boat number 5, trying to hold off Victor Sheldon. Victor Sheldon, boat number 3. He's got that leg out on his left-hand turns really fast, and some of those left-hand turns can really make up some ground.
Yeah, he does. He's got a really unique style. Leg drag on the left-hand turns. There you see it. And here is Chris Bichetti, as we mentioned earlier, riding with a broken left forearm, currently in 4th place.
And in 5th place right now, trying to move up, a fellow by the name of Greg Amoroso. The number 3 jet ski is Victor Sheldon. He is currently in 3rd spot. And in 2nd spot is Harry Goatcher.
Jeff Jacobs out in front right now. He's probably thinking, hey, I'm going to stretch this thing out as far as I can before I get into this lap traffic and have to start dealing with these guys.
And here's Harry Goatcher, the 21-year-old, who's been a pro for about 4 years now. We asked him earlier what it takes to win on this tight track at Manteca.
We got a couple of different circumstances here. The whole shot, 95% of this race, you got to get it. It's a long first turn, it's a lot of horsepower, but after that, it's a tight track. And if a rider can hole shot, get out front, use his head, any rider can win.
Well, right now, the whole shot went to Jeff Jacobs, but the next best thing is coming in second, and in second position is Harry Goatcher.
He looks good. You know, he looks a lot improved from what he did earlier this morning, certainly. But out in front, as you mentioned, Jeff Jacobs, the guy is incredible. He's so fluid and so smooth. When you're in second place behind Jeff, about all you can hope for is a mechanical failure or a lap rider maybe tying him up.
Let's take a look at the way Jeff Jacobs wins races. First and foremost, get a good start. Jacobs gets not the best start, but take a look at the horsepower.
Unbelievable. Yeah, he does come off the line a little bit late, but look at this. Right here, right at the end of the first straight, just goes by everybody. He stays on the gas longer and out horsepowers him.
And it was a surprise to Victor Sheldon on the inside, going wide with Harry Goatcher. Goatcher still maintaining second place as we see Jeff Jacobs now in some rough water and closing in on some lap riders.
This is what we talked about earlier, Dave. Here's Jeff. He's working his way through traffic. The flagmen are out there waving the move over flag, getting these guys out of the way, but it's a little difficult for Victor Sheldon. He's back in 3rd spot, and the flagmen are more focused on Jeff. And even though they may get over and wave the flag in front of Victor, it's a little more difficult for him.
At the end of Long Beach's race, they tallied the points, and Jeff Jacobs was 3rd overall because he placed 16th in the Superstock. So Victor Sheldon coming into this event was 1st overall. Well, Jeff Jacobs has had a near-perfect day and looking for a win here in the modified. He could take over the overall lead, but Victor Sheldon can tie him with a second-place finish or better. And right now he's in 3rd and pressuring. And Jeff Jacobs just about goes down.
Boy, that is rare. Jeff is usually so fluid, so smooth, rarely ever makes a mistake like that. But what we've got is a very rough course, a seawall that actually makes the waves come straight back out on the course, and a log jump that is extremely close to a left-hand turn, so there's not a whole lot of time to set up for it.
We're watching Kawasaki jet skis, the most popular personal watercraft in the world today, and they're actually quite easy to operate, Larry.
Yeah, they really are. You know, you use your right index finger to control the throttle, turn the handlebars as you see Harry do here, to steer it. 2 feet wide, 7 feet long, about 250 pounds, and more than anything else, they are an awful lot of fun.
Harry Goatcher, boat number 5, being pressured by Victor Sheldon. Here's boat number 2, Chris Fischetti, being pressured by Greg Amoroso. 2 great battles shaping up, but it is Jeff Jacobs with the big lead. The question is, can Harry Goatcher hold off Victor Sheldon? Stay with us as the Pro Modified Final continues at the Golden State Nationals, Manteca, California. Welcome back to the Budweiser Jet Ski Tour. Today, round number 2. Manteca, California, the Oakwood Lake Resort just south of Stockton, California. A beautiful day for jet ski racing, close to 92 degrees. And our leader right now is Jeff Jacobs. But the battle is shaping up between Harry Goatcher, boat number 5, and Victor Sheldon, boat number 3.
You noticed there just a moment ago, Harry Goatcher arching his back. What he's trying to do there is eliminate the cramps. Fatigue is beginning to set in. At this stage in the game, it's the guy who worked the hardest during midweek, the one who's going to survive.
The men's Pro Modified closed course main event. And it is Jeff Jacobs trying to win his second consecutive main event, winning at Long Beach. The West Coast boat, boat number 5. Harry Goatcher now trying to hold off Victor Sheldon, who is not more than 30 yards behind him.
Normally at this point, I think with Victor Sheldon on your tail, you would tend to ride a little more defensively, but Harry's had some real problems in the preseason events. He's had some mechanical problems, but he appears to have the bugs worked out of his program. So I think the excitement level of him being in second place right now, he's not thinking of Victor Sheldon behind him. He's still focused on trying to just stretch it out.
And down the back stretch they go. In fact, the only real straightaway we have on this very tight course, it is Harry Goatcher to the left, Victor Sheldon to the right. The battle for second position.
Lap riders are really a factor here. You'll see Harry Goatcher, Victor Sheldon right on his tail there. He's being held up by a lap rider, Harry Goatcher is. So, again, the lap rider is really playing a part in this race.
Time winding down for Victor Sheldon if he's going to try to move into second place. And if he does, in fact, it'll be an overall tie on the Budweiser Jet Ski Tour between Victor Sheldon and Jeff Jacobs. Jacobs is way out in front. No doubt he is going to win this, barring any mechanical problems. Harry Goatcher doing a great job through traffic.
Yeah, he really is. He's working the traffic exceptionally well. Dave, this is the last lap, and I'll tell you something. This is where you reach down deep into places you didn't even know you had. You pull whatever you've got left out and do whatever it takes to just give it all.
White flag coming out, and it looks like cruising across what would be the finish line was Jeff Jacobs. Now he picks up a little bit of speed on his final lap. Here comes the white flag now out for boat number 5, Harry Goatcher, the 21-year-old out of Las Vegas, Nevada, being hounded by boat number 3, Victor Sheldon, out of Vista, California, originally from Alaska.
Coming up on more lap riders. They've got a handful of riders in front of them here before they can get around to the backside of this course. It's going to be real interesting to see how well Harry works them.
Sheldon goes wide, drops his left foot, actually then drops his body in some chop. That might cost a little bit of time. Good right-handed turn. And he looks over and he sees that there's no way they're going to catch Jeff Jacobs, boat number 1, as he heads to the checkered flag and really picks up a head of steam. But there's a shot for Victor Sheldon to catch up with Harry Goatcher. Just a couple of turns left.
This is going to be good. We've seen it before. Victor Sheldon has a real tendency to give it everything he's got, last couple of buoys, and do whatever it takes to get by.
Checker flag out. Jeff Jacobs with the win. Harry Goatcher looks like he's going to come in second. There's Victor Sheldon. And Sheldon comes across for third place. A valiant effort. A good race for Victor.
Victor still nursing that broken throttle finger, but an excellent ride for him today.
Victor Sheldon settles with the third place finish, drops to second overall. Our winner of the Pro Modified for the second week in a row, and now the overall points leader, Jeff Jacobs, on the Budweiser Jet Ski Tour. Good second place finish for Harry Goatcher. He's back. And here are the official results, the top 10. 1 through 5, Jeff Jacobs, Harry Goatcher, Victor Sheldon, Greg Amoroso, followed by Chris Fischetti. And 6th through 10th, we have Chris Burke, Chad Katona, Tom Lathrop, Chad Burns, and Chris St. Marie. And the overall leader right now, the Budweiser Jet Ski Tour, no surprise, it's Jeff Jacobs, followed by Victor Sheldon and Chris Fischetti. As we look over at the impound area, there is Jeff Jacobs. And what can you say about his ski, except it's a rocket ship?
Yeah, it really is. You know, they're over there for impound, and what they're going to find is electronic fuel injection. Jeff's the only one that has it as of yet, and without a doubt, it's making a difference.